I am so excited to be here today to present our next award. This one is for Best Film Editing. The editing category has often been won by movies with a lot of action. I'm talking about tons of action like Mad Max, Fury Road, and Dune, or musicals like Chicago and La La Land. And the nominees for Best Film Editing are After Sun, Avatar: The Way of Water, Decision to Leave, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Top Gun: Maverick. And now, Best Actor. Over the past 21 years, Daniel Day-Lewis has won for Best Actor 3 times. Day-Lewis also won a Decade Award from us, so is he really the all-time king? Only time will tell. And now, on to the nominees for Best Actor. Austin Butler for Elvis, Diego Calva for Babylon, Colin Farrell, The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser, The Whale, and Paul Mescal for After Sun. And the Gold Derby Film Award goes to none other than Colin Farrell, The Banshees of Inisherin.
Natasha.
Hi, Natasha.
Hello, Patrick. It is such an honor to be here speaking with you today. How are you feeling? And that's not my one question.
Well, I just come from the Jimmy Kimmel, and I wasn't feeling very well. I thought, oh Lord, it's going to be a long taxing day. And I think Jimmy Kimmel show cheered me up so much that I feel great now.
Mr. Patrick, I would absolutely love for you to talk to me about legacy. What does legacy mean to you, and where exactly does Star Trek Picard fit in with that legacy?
I came from a difficult family background, and it was not an easy childhood. A lot of it was very happy and a lot of it was very cheerful, but there were also many things that were not good. And I always wanted sympathy for everybody, for everyone, understanding and sympathy and connections being made. And I've been so lucky in my life that those encounters have happened to me.
Everybody, welcome to the chat. We have Charles Bright. He is literally insane. And I think we should...
Is something going on tonight?
There's something going on tonight, by the way. It's the Kentucky Derby. So let's talk. Can we talk about the Oscars? Latasha, let's go straight into these stats. I think we just had Best Picture up. Let's bring that back on, if we can. Our trusty, amazing producer, Riley, working in the background. What do you think, Latasha? Is this just a blowout? There's no point even discussing it.
I mean, let's definitely discuss, just only because we all have totally different perspectives. Maybe some do, maybe some don't. But according to the odds and the predictions, like, this is no competition. Everything Everywhere is certainly going home with the win tonight, closely followed by The Banshees of Inisherin as far as a possible upset. There could possibly be a big surprise with All Quiet on the Western Front. I honestly would not be surprised if that happens. But right now, it's all about Everything Everywhere. And I mean, literally look at the gap between this front runner, the entire season. So, like, what do you guys think? Ray, Tom?
Tell me, who's not predicting Everything Everywhere all at once in this group?
I'm certainly predicting it. I mean, how can you not? It's looking like a juggernaut, and like we're going to have a giant. It's going to have a giant night. I know. I just heard you were predicting 8 wins for this, Rob. Yeah. I think it might be more like 6, but there was a minute there where I was thinking chaos. Let's put All Quiet on the Western Front right at the top, but that's probably not the way to bet. Given the way this thing has performed with the guilds the whole season.
She got a moment in the show where she was talking about her sobriety. This is her 13 years sober. And then we saw confessionals from the other people, Franny in particular, saying how I just love being around Carolyn. This is what we call the winner's edit. I feel like Carolyn from day one has been someone that the editors on the show want us to like, and it's working for me. And then we have climbing the rock. And I want to know, is that the same rock that Matthew was climbing when he fell off and hurt his arm? Because I got that, it looked the same.
It totally looked the same, Marcus. I was wondering the same thing. I'm like, first of all, what was he thinking when he climbed on the rock? That was beyond risky. So when he fell, I like literally dropped my head in my lap. I cannot believe that he took a risk like that. But I mean, come on now, it is Survivor. But I think it was the exact same rock.
And that makes me wonder, what was Carolyn thinking? And I think Jam was with her. Like, why would you climb this rock knowing what happened to one of your fellow castaways? And he's been off the show for a couple weeks now. But I wouldn't be climbing no rocks, that's for sure.
No, not at all. Let me ask, do you guys think that he climbed the rock on purpose?
Matt?
Yes. I mean, not that anyone wants to really hurt themselves, right? But I'm like, okay, someone literally just went home from an injury, a head injury. Why would you take a risk like that? Like, do you want to go home early? Like, what are you thinking?